Have you tried the new Stranger Things game? More games have been inspired by hit series. But not all great source material turns into a great game, it seems. With the recent Stranger Things game, we were wondering, does a hit TV series make for a shit video game? Let's check it out. The Sopranos, Road to Respect, tried to capture the magic of The Sopranos through a video game. The TV series, which was a major hit for tough guys, made use of interesting angles to approach the mafia lifestyle, like psychology and family life. The game only focuses on the crime and violent aspect of the series, resulting in gameplay that's mainly focused on beating up drunks and punks for little reason. The voice acting in the game is incredible though, with the late great James Gandolfini as Tony Soprano.
Uncle Tony? Are you fucking kidding me? Pulling a stunt like that on this street?
And many more original cast members. Road to Respect is a game more for fans of The Sopranos than for fans of actual video games. In this game, terrorists try placing explosive at California fault lines to cause massive earthquakes. Is this another demented plot from Lex Luthor? Nah, absolutely not. We wish. It's the plot of the game based on 24, the series. Just like the Sopranos game, 24 made use of the original cast members for voice acting, and it's done well.
I need my team to open this.
So, as a fan of the series, you'll be into it right away. The game also brings back the noisy clock from the series, adding pressure in a way that's very authentic. Every mission starts with an intro in the style of the TV show, and even the picture-in-picture element that connects scenes has been brought over from TV. Very fitting because you play many characters of the TV show in this game. All the style elements are great, but how about the gameplay? Despite all the stylings being there, it can't hide the gameplay is too basic, however. Shooting is cumbersome, AI is stupid, and driving is a mess, making this post-9/11 revenge fantasy look the part, but it doesn't really function well as a game. Ever wanted to see a bigger waste of fun than a clown catching fire? Here's The Office, the game. Based on one of the funniest shows ever, US or UK you can discuss in the comments. This game didn't bring any laughs except on the laugh track. Gameplay of this fail is pretty much the same as Diner Dash. There's not much more we can say about it, except that the random quotes lifted from the series make no sense at all.
No, constantly snacking.
Versions for all consoles were planned, but cancelled. Rightfully so. Lost, Via Domus is an epic piece of fan service. Based on the mystery series Lost, it allows the player to live through the Lost experience. You play through the story starting at the plane crash, and you're a new character named Elliot Maslow that's also trapped on the island. Many of the characters from the show are featured in the game for the player to interact with. Not all characters are voiced by the original actors though, which is a minor disappointment. Gameplay mainly revolves around collecting clues and talking to characters while avoiding the black smoke monster. Despite the game being a bit short, it's a worthwhile experience for any Lost fan. It's not a complete game, but one hell of a piece of fan service. You all know The Walking Dead from Telltale. An excellent game, but this is The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Where the Telltale game is based on The Walking Dead comic books, this game is based on the TV show, and that's a curse. Gameplay is mainly FPS with an emphasis on sneaking. Between areas, the player has to travel by car, and you can choose your method of travel, costing you more or less fuel, which you'll have to scavenge for in every level. The one cool thing about this game is that you play as Daryl Dixon, the character everybody loved from the show. But the negatives were many. The game was criticized heavily. It had poor graphics, no solid storyline, and basic gameplay. And worst of all, it wasted an amazing license on a bad game. Certainly compared to the great Telltale Walking Dead game. Survival Instinct is seen as a shameless cash grab. One of the biggest recent hit series now also has a game, and this hit show doesn't seem to be turned into a totally doo-doo game. Meet Stranger Things 3, the game. This title takes players on a journey through the third season, so it's for real fans that already know the show. The show takes place in the 80s, and the game has a cool 16-bit art style, which brings you into the correct vibe right away. There are some RPG elements, but the button mashing melee combat is the main gameplay. It can be pretty repetitive, since the game is longer than you'd expect from a tie-in game. Like the other games we discussed, Stranger Things 3 is also for real fans. But the atmosphere of creepy nostalgia makes it worth a shot for anyone. Oh, and the music. Oh Lord, the glorious music. Do you know of any hit series that turned into a shit game? Or maybe a series that you hate, that deserves a shit game? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell. See you next time.